I think I figured it out. Your friend, your pal, your amigo, Jimmy from the Q is live here in the Mass Music Radio headquarters, located in Quincy, Massachusetts, the greatest city in the history of the world, in the history of the South Shore. Today, I'm watching NFL Redzone, trying to escape from life. Blake, my absolute boy, how's the stream quality, Blake? How are you? Michael Pittman scored a touchdown. Can you believe it? Goddamn, Michael Pittman. I don't have him to score today. I'll tell you that much. GTS Jonas, my absolute dog. An honor wrestling in your federation this past weekend. Had a great match with Blake Monroe. My co-host John also competed. So thank you for letting us wrestle for you. That was awesome. That was freaking awesome. Colts, man. Sneaky AFC team. The Indianapolis Colts. I don't know. They're sneaky. I'd say that much. Yes, guys, if you haven't seen it. Also, welcome everybody. NFL Redzone with Jimmy from the Q, talking about the games, taking any questions you might have. It's conversation, just hanging out. Guys being dudes. If chicks come, that'd be cool too. But yes, I wrestled in 2K. Jonas. JFTQ wrestled, I should say. It was a phenomenal match against Blake Monroe, but I have bigger and better things ahead. I think I'm going to be fighting for the title soon. I thought that was a title match, but it wasn't. But Blake's grandpa loves the Colts. Have you guys seen the kid he's probably the same age as me, but the guy who makes the Colts theme songs? This is our Colts. This is our team. We bleed blue. This is our Colts. That guy, I love that dude. Great. Makes me want to make music for the Cowboys, but everyone hates the Cowboys. I'm not as charming as that kid. I'm not as good a singer. I don't think people want cowboy hype up music. Blake, it's basically this kid that I keep calling him kid. I don't know how he's this guy who makes a song every week for the Colts, and it's fantastic. He changes one lyric every week, but the same song, but it gets the juices flowing. Saints miss a field goal. Still down by a point to the New York Football Giants. That's tough. Panthers getting a kick. I thought this game was over. Miami took a quick lead. Panthers field goal is good. Down by a touchdown now. I think Bryce Young isn't as bad as people think. I think Bryce Young is decent. He's just on a bad team. He's just on a bad team. I swear. I think Brock Bowers out for the Raiders. No Brock Bowers today. None of my bets are hitting. Got a couple touchdown parlays. I do got one looking good. Jake Ferguson got on the board for me, but then I need not Cole Kmet, Cade Otton, and Sam Laporta to score in the 4:00 games. That will save the day. Nice $1 turns into $50 parlay right there. We'll see what happens. Geno Smith slinging the rock. Hopefully the Trey Tucker. I got Trey Tucker in my fantasy. fantasy teams. My Cowboys are looking really good. Let's see what the update is here. 17-3 Cowboys. Jets got the ball. 2nd and 10. Justin Fields. Sacked. Little Kenny Clark. Justin Houston sacked from my Dallas Cowboys. I was very negative heading into this game. Thought the Jets might beat the Cowboys, but we're looking good up 17-3. Fucking Cam Scabato. I need him to get rushing yards. Here he is catching 15-yard passes. I can't bet that guy right. No good for the Colts. Or for the Raiders, I should say. Yeah, that's a season-ending loss. Well, Blake, thanks for poking your head in. Good luck on your wisdom teeth. Oh, fumble. Oh, Slayton. Saints are running that back. Oh, wow. I mean, the Saints 0-4. You had to think they were going to get a W today against the Giants. I think people were buying the Kool-Aid. Be nice. Chris Olave touchdown or Alvin Kamara touchdown here. That'd go a huge way. A massive way. Nope. Is that Brandon Cooks? He's still in the league? Too many cooks. Spencer Rattler running the ball like a rat. Happy October to you, Blake. Yes, you should. I encourage anyone to dress up as Jimmy from the Key for Halloween. I don't know what is the best method to do that. I wear this tracksuit a lot. Kind of like a cartoon character in that way. Maybe the MJF scar, BJFTQ. I can send you some of my clothes if you want. Let me know. That'd be an honor. That's how you know you've made it in whatever industry you're going for, is if someone dresses up as you for Halloween. I think that'd be amazing. Saints here in the red zone. Jawan Johnson. What a bum. He's got the butters. He's got the butters. Cowboys got the ball now, trying to score before halftime. Javon Williams. Javon Williams! To the 2. Woo! Wow. 50-yard run up the middle. Javonte Williams. Oh, Kamara almost scored. Oh, he got popped, though. He got popped. Yeah, he's going to come out the game now, no? Who do I want this Cowboys touchdown to go to? Just get Jake Ferguson wide open. 2 touchdowns for Fergie. Wow. Woo! Might have to delete a tweet. I was very negative with my Cowboys. Oh, flag in the play, though. What's the flag on? I mean, huge win for them. A team that they should be, the New York Jets. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. All right. Oh, Kamara's still in the game. Oh. Stoppage in play. A lot of games going to halftime right now. What is up, everybody? It's your friend, your pal, your amigo. Oh, we got some S talk in here. Texans 14-3 season loading. What the fuck is a Derrick Henry? 6 rushes for 8 yards. We may be officially in the territory that Derrick Henry is washed. He might not be a useful NFL player, nor in fantasy, nor in real life. As you see, without Lamar Jackson, he is useless. And he's not even useful in the small goal line. Oh, Cowboys missed an extra point. Don't love that. Even in the short yardage, like Derrick Henry gets stopped in the backfield. I think he's slow. He's sluggish. He doesn't hit as hard. I think Derrick Henry's days being the man are done. Texans 14-3, no chance. Oh, Kamara short pass, but the Giants are on it. Oh, I need that for fantasy football. I don't know, man. I kind of want to trade Kamara. 0-4 Saints. Like the guy behind him was Kendrick Miller. He's pretty good. Oh my God, Jay Whiteside. What's up, man? What's going on? Just watching Redzone, chatting. Nothing crazy. Just relaxing vibes here. Oh, I figured you're a biased Texans fan. 0-17 season 2 weeks ago, by the way. Yeah, I mean, it's not looking particularly great. There's even some conversations to be had about CJ Stroud and if he's going to be the man or not. But I think it's way too early for him. I think he's still very much a guy that's going to be a Pro Bowl quarterback for years to come. But it's tough right now. You put nothing around him. What do you expect? Yeah, I don't blame you. I think a lot of people want to trade Lamar Jackson. Kamara's limping. He's not playing the second half. Alvin Kamara not playing the second half. I can guarantee that right now. But yeah, Lamar Jackson's struggling a great deal. Derrick Henry, this whole Ravens team is just kind of soulless and lifeless. CJ has confirmed to me he is him. If the O-line holds up, he's balling today. Well, that's the thing in football, man. People underestimate that so much. I guess it's cliche to say that at this point, but the offensive line is without a doubt the most important unit in football. An offensive line can save any skill player's ass. And that's the thing. The Texans rarely have a good offensive line. CJ Stroud, great talent, but what's the use of the great talent if you're just going to be sacked every play? Linz, what's up, my dude? Just chilling, watching Redzone, supporting. Not supporting. I don't know why I said that. Just watching Redzone, shooting the shit, relaxed vibes, conversations, whether we want to talk about wrestling, football, what's going on, folks? It's Jimmy from the Q here in the weekend. Football is won and lost in the trenches. Boy, do I agree with that. Man, I miss playing football. If it wasn't for my bum knee, instead of you guys watching me watch Redzone, we're all watching it together. You'd be watching me on the football field playing for the Cowboys, little defensive end action. Given I was a big fat boy back then, I could play quarterback. I'm telling you, I wasn't too bad. I wasn't too shabby a quarterback. When we played in the schoolyard, Jimmy from the Q was the quarterback. Got moxie, got leadership, things that are important for a quarterback. Things that watching Dylan Gabriel right now. He might be a guy. He might be a guy. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I mean that's the thing, man. I love pro wrestling. I am literally, doing a podcast in a YouTube channel for a side job right now in wrestling, and it's my dream to be a part of something in wrestling. I mean, honestly, shoot my shot. I'd love to just work for the WWE one day, doing something. That'd be a dream. It's a goal. But I'm also a huge sports junkie. I love football, love Red Sox baseball. I love the Celtics and the NBA at some points. Love NHL, playoff hockey. So would love to do something in sports, do content creation. I mean, did broadcasting for 4 years in high school as my major, and I always wanted it'd be really cool to do commentary or something like that, being in the booth or an analyst or some sort. Got the personality for it. I want to do it really bad. I mean, here's the thing. All my friends went to UMass, so basically I went to UMass just by association, going down there every weekend, partying. It's a big party school, I'm sure you know. Thing is, though, we would get wrecked for the tailgates. The team was so bad, not worth seeing. No one would go to the games. Everyone would just go back into the dorm and start partying. getting ready for the night shift. UMass were probably the worst in college football, unfortunately. But pretty cool uniforms. Shout out UMass. On the schoolyard, I'd QB one play, then line up a receiver the next. Yeah, you got to be, you got to be multidimensional. You got to do it. Just did my first wrestling training a few days ago. Got shot for the first time. Took my first bump. Fuck. Do I want to do it again right now? But I also never want to do it again. I can imagine how sore your body is. I can only imagine again because I always wanted to. I remember being 18, 19, being like, what if I just try to save up enough money, go to New York, and go to the Dudley Boys school. But yeah, man, that's awesome. I hope you fall in love with that. I hope it works out to whatever degree, and just good luck, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. We do have a lot in common, man. We do have a lot in common. It's cool making friends online. Let me tell you, and I've kind of been doing that a lot, even since the pandemic. I remember during the pandemic, a lot of people were making like NCAA football video game characters and pretending to be them. And like I met a bunch of dudes within Twitter in the community of just like sports that are in my fantasy football leagues now, and like guys I would consider friends. And it's really the power of the internet's funny sometimes. As much as we shit on it, as much as I've seen scary ass AI videos the last few days, there's also a real life element to it too. That chop was something I never take again. I'll take bumps all day, every day. A chop is something. Oh, chops, yeah. I can only imagine. I've never taken a chop from an actual wrestler, just my boys, which sometimes they probably go harder than the real wrestlers. So, but yeah, chops are tough. 24-3, the Texans right now on the Ravens. What is going on? I mean, I know no Lamar, but still. My boy Cooper Rush ain't that bad. At some point, you develop such a toughness and a callus on your chest, I suppose, where you're just a beast. You can absorb chops. You got to be like no mercy, WWF no mercy, and do the kind of brace for it, Ooh, nice catch for Isaiah Likely there. Let's see. John Harbaugh said this is a bounce back game for the Ravens this week. Yeah, that's you're bouncing back, but you're bouncing back down. You came up for air and then immediately just got sent back down. This game's not over yet. You're at home, but again, you don't have Lamar, so you're kind of screwed. I wouldn't think less of or more of the Texans, blowing this 24-3 lead, but again, if no Lamar. Lions, 2 hours for your Lions. Who are the Lions getting today? I should know this. Oh, picked off. Cooper Rush picked off and almost ran back. Jesus, Cooper Rush. Let me tell you right now, I think I could be a backup quarterback in the NFL because that throw from Cooper Rush just now was awful. Abysmal. Who the Lions got today? Let me look it up because I got a nice little parlay at 4:00 that I feel very confident in. And it's plus 900 and it involves Gibbs. I know that. Let's see. Lions Bengals. Yeah. So my parlay is for the 4:00 games plus 500. This one's a little bit ugly. Cam Ward over 175 passing yards. That'll probably be the leg I lose, but I think the Titans will be down. He's just going to sling it today. They're in the dome. Chris Godwin over 50 receiving yards. Very good receiver. No Mike Evans. Yeah. And then the last legs are the Detroit money line, which is minus 400. Probably shouldn't even include it, but bumps it up to plus 500, over 500. And Jamar Gibbs over 60 rushing yards. So that's my little 4:00 parlay that I feel really good about. Lions should kill the Bengals, but with the NFL, you just never know. Started uploading wrestling TikToks, and they're like my top 10s of all time. It's so funny you say that. I also recently have been getting into posting TikToks. I I have a series right now. I use the song by Calypso, What Happened to That Boy, and I will. What's up, Saints Ronan? Just watching NFL Red Zone, chatting, making content, making magic. I want to be streaming more, but as you guys can see, and I'm sure my connection isn't the best. I stream from my laptop. I got to get a better setup. But I love this. I want to reach out to the folks out there. Talk up this game. Panthers making a comeback. I think they were down 17-0. The Panthers. Yeah, my series on TikTok is what happened to that boy, and I will find an old wrestler, get the highlights, and play it to the song of What Happened to That Boy by Calypso. The first 3 so far I've used Alex Riley, Ken Kennedy, and Charlie Haas. And just a bunch of wrestlers that at one point probably could have been your boy, but what happened to him? Yep, that was a huge interception. And down goes Bryce Young, big sack. God, I hate how defensive players and there's no number coordination no more. This DN is wearing number 15. I hate it. Hate it. Nick Chubb, go for a touchdown, baby. Yeah! Woo-hoo-hoo! Bang. Finally hit a bet. Finally won a bet. Nick Chubb touchdown. About goddamn time. Should have had this an hour and a half ago. Sweating for no reason. I think it was plus 260. Little Nick Chubb. U of M won, Tigers won, Lions going to win today. Michigan sports, baby. I wonder what that probably would have been. Probably not too great. I think Michigan was a heavy favorite against Wisconsin, but they didn't look what they would. They beat Wisconsin 24-10. I don't know. Wisconsin sucks. They should have won 45-10. Coming in here puffing your chest, beating Wisconsin. I mean, I still don't have a favorite college football team yet. I'm still looking, still considering. I might not even make the decision this year. It was down to Ohio State and Michigan. Ohio State and Miami. Very much leaning towards Miami. I think Miami, still undefeated, I believe. So might be picking Miami, but we'll see. We'll see. Geno Smith drops back, throws an awful pass down the field to no avail. Hey, wins a win. No doubt. No doubt. Wins a win. And the Tigers, too, that's a huge win. Huge game 1 win. I have my reasons I can't pick the Buckeyes, and I don't want to piss you off. I know you're a Buckeyes guy. I know you're a Buckeyes fan. But I got my reasons I can't pick the Buckeyes. I think mostly it's Ryan Day. It's Ryan Day. I can't do Ryan Day. Oh, we have a Michigan in Ohio State in the chat right now. We got Linz and Jay Whiteside. Guys, keep it cordial. Keep the families out of it. Only shots, no shots above the moneymaker. You know what I mean? No shots. Keep the peace. No one has to lose their life here. I know how Michigan and Ohio State get down in terms of the rivalry, but Texans turning around. What's their record now? I think they're this would make them 2-3. They're in the AFC South. Colts look really damn good. I'm not trying to rain in your parade. This is a huge win for them against the Ravens, regardless of no Lamar Jackson. So yeah, shout out the Texans. Astros let you down. Yeah. Rockets, Kevin Durant. What the fuck? Isn't that crazy? Kevin Durant on the Rockets. Who would have thought? Saints Ronan has an unfortunate pattern of picking losers. Yeah, I think what was that thing that ESPN did, like sports fandom index and pain level or whatever? I surprisingly was high, and it's only because I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan. I have the luxury of being a Boston Celtics fan, Boston Red Sox fan, Boston Bruins fan, but I missed out on the greatest dynasty in sports, and since I've been born, I've been a Dallas Cowboys fan. So a lot of pain there. Lions, I couldn't imagine being a Lions fan. That's like, there's been years, almost decades without any hope. And now you're you're supposed to be the best team and you've come up short, which like arguably is worse when you have hope and then get crushed. But it's better to love and lost than never to love at all, I guess. Michigan fan wins 4 times in 25 years. Think they're doing something. Oh! Colts have beaten the Dolphins, Titans, and Raiders. That's an excellent point. But hey, you can't take it away from them that they won those games, and they won those games convincingly. They didn't fucking punt until week fucking 10. That was crazy. Obviously hyperbole, but like it was like what, week 4, but still breaking records, not punting ever. We'll see about the Rockets. NBA is not my. I'm not super locked in. I feel there's a lot of transactions this year. I know my Celtics are going to be without Tatum for a bit, so this might be, but seemingly not because he's a robot and he's getting some kind of steroid ACL surgery. The Astros dynasty is better than the New England Patriots dynasty. Dude, listen, I despise the Patriots with every fiber in my being. And I think genuinely that the reason for the Patriots' success is because of me and my fandom and me hating them, me betting for the last, I think, 3 or 4 times they've been in the Super Bowl, $100 with a friend, and losing every time. The 28-3 Super Bowl against the Falcons, I went to my friend's party and said, I want the Patriots to win. And then at halftime, I ripped my shirt off and had like a Falcons homemade shirt that said like fuck Goodell or shout out Roger Goodell. It was like Spygate era, and then I watched the greatest comeback in history. 10 Super Bowl appearances, 6 rings. That's the greatest dynasty in history, and I hate to say it. It's disgusting, but I hate to say it. Astros, what? They won, plus they cheated. Well, Patriots definitely cheated too, so. And here's the thing, I wish my teams cheated, so if you're not cheating, you're not trying. Shout out Eddie Guerrero. It's so facto. Indiana Jones can't keep this up forever. Baby CJ can. Jalen Hurts throwing a deep ball to Saquon, and he's gone. Touchdown, Eagles. I also hate the Eagles, though. I also fucking hate the Eagles. Probably more than the Patriots now, for sure, just because the Patriots are kind of way past their dynasty. And Eagles are the Dallas Cowboys rivalry, and the Eagles are just easily the best team in the NFL. And they're so cool, but I hate them. 4 World Series, 2 rings in 6 years, and you're comparing that to the Patriots dynasty? You're being a fan, which I respect, but yeah, that's funny. Hey, yo! What up, what up? Watching NFL Redzone, we're talking about dynasties. We're talking about, I think, some wrestling at some points. Probably not. No, we're talking about mostly about football here. But you know me, I'm the wrestling guy. Jimmy from the Q from Stash Club Wrestling. Holding it down, losing bets, winning hearts, can't lose. 8 consecutive ALCS trips too. LeBron James went to 12 finals? Doesn't mean nothing. You got to win the games. 10, 20 years, I think they won the division every year besides 1 year, and that was a year Brady's ACL got turned to smithereens by Bernard Pollard, and they won every year. They were 14-2 every year. They won 6 Super Bowls. They were in 10. I'm in fact in the Mass Music Radio studio, my old stomping grounds. I used to work for them for a long while. My friend Shlomo Bo's media company, Mazeltov Media, did a lot of content, for the last many years here. Luckily, I get to still come here whenever I want. It's mostly kind of surrounded in 4 DJs now, but there's still, room to podcast here. There's still room to make content here. It's a nice little place. LeBron is the greatest of all time, though. Well, no, he's not. That's Michael Jordan. We know that. Even every fantasy Twitter page said Woody Marks would pop off, but he's on my fantasy team so far. Of course, he's doing nothing. Yeah, I mean, he's gotten looks, and I think people just kind of fall into stupid reports and buzz. Like, yeah, they want to get their rookie running back going, but he's gotten the ball a few times. But yeah, he hasn't exploded in terms of fantasy. No, even luckily for my bet, because I had a straight bet for a Nick Chubb touchdown. Nick Chubb got a long touchdown, so. Plus, this game's over. Game script matters. They're winning by 100, so can't believe how much we're talking about the Texans in this chat. Can't believe it's the Texans' day. Saints Giants has been good too. Colts look impressive. Nah, LeBron fans think showing up is enough because they soft like him. Oh, trust me, I'm as a Boston Celtics fanatic. I don't have any love for LeBron, but I recognize him as the second greatest of all time. But, you know, the LeBron sexuals take that very personally when you say LeBron is second. Yeah, I mean, it's an impressive showing for the Texans. It is. It is. What is good? What up, Viper? What up, fool? I mean, fool lovingly, of course. Saying Michael Jordan is a GOAT when Hakeem Olajuwon made him step away from basketball. Michael Jordan stepped away from basketball because he had gambling debts and he got suspended secretly. That's why. Not Hakeem Olajuwon. No one's scared of Hakeem. I would take that shit up against Hakeem. I really would. Hakeem would be terrified of me coming. Let me tell you. I think the Saints got a big fumble. Will Smith scares me on a personal level. I think he would be very scary to deal with in a altercation of some sort. Texans, I mean, this is your Super Bowl, respectfully, for this year, I think. I mean, this is a huge win against the Ravens. A wild card is still possible for the Texans. You start off 0-2. It's possible for the Texans. I don't think so, Kevin. I think he's like, I mean, maybe he will. Because you want to run the ball out, you're up by 100, but I don't think he will. Linz, who's second on your list then? I'm very curious to know who's second on your list. Michael Jordan, and then LeBron James. And then it's a bunch of other people after that. Respectfully to those other people. Because they're all great in their own right, of course, as many. I'd have to really think about I don't want to spew out a top 5 basketball without really kind of thinking about it, but think Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Larry Bird, Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain. That's my top 5. Colts at the goal line here. I have nothing really to get. Jonathan Taylor, I think it's the second touchdown of the day. Whew. I think I was on him last week or the week before for 2 touchdowns. Hit a nice round robin. Yeah, Raiders are ass. How about the Raiders? Hey, here's the thing. I love Kobe like the rest of them. Like in terms of favorite players, Kobe's probably my second. Kobe might be outside the top 10. Kobe inflated numbers, not efficient. Shaquille O'Neal, you know, the typical criticisms, but we still love Kobe Bryant. We miss him every day, and his daughter. I'll never forget that. They actually came here that day right after, and I was doing actually a Royal Rumble live stream. This was back when I started my own podcast called The Heels Turn with my friend Jack, and we're devastated by Kobe Bryant. I just got out of work, and we do this live stream. And for the live stream, there's a bunch of us sitting in a chair in the other room, and we try to do a thing where like we illegally were trying to put the actual Royal Rumble in the stream, not just a watch along. And it worked for a little bit, and we had like a couple hundred viewers. And we're like, oh my god, we're popping! We're gonna be the best wrestling podcast ever. And then it got taken down. And then we tried to put like a logo over it, but like, you know, kind of like faded a bit. Worked for a bit, got the stream up going big, and then we got shut down. And then I broke up that podcast, but it had potential. My top 5 all time is Hakeem, Jordan, LeBron, James Harden, Sengun. I'm not even going to dignify that. That's a lot of Houston Rocket nepotism or favoritism. I mean, when it's all said and done, Braun has the most star-studded teammates list. Yeah, but he had a lot of those star-studded teammate lists when they were fucking ass. You're going to throw names like Derrick Rose. You're going to throw names like Shaq. You're going to throw names like Carmelo. But not saying or not mentioning that those guys were all old-ass motherfuckers at the time of being LeBron's teammate. So, yeah, you knew what you were doing. Guys, what do we think about Bo Nix? I think Bo Nix is no good. Bo is no. I think he's athletic. He can make plays with his legs, as I'm watching right now, and make me eat crow. But in terms of like the start of the season, I was very high in the Broncos, and he has not delivered. He has not delivered. No bias, your top 5. Let's see this. Jordan, LeBron, Magic. I might have fudged up not putting Magic in there, but I'm a Bird over Magic guy. Then your rest of your list, Hakeem, Kareem. Okay, Linz, you got a point. You know, Kyrie prime, Kevin Love prime-ish, D-Wade prime, Bosch prime. And those are like his, of course, big championship seasons. Yeah, I mean, that's true. But yeah, Jordan played with Scottie Pippen his entire career. Dennis Rodman. I know there's probably another one or two. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely no contest. LeBron's played with a lot way better teammates. Of course, jump from team to team. I'm not on LeBron's side for Jordan. I think Jordan's clearly the greatest of all time. Oh yeah, Luka and AD. That's a great. Yeah, even that. Well, I also don't really count LeBron's Mickey Mouse championship either. The bubble. That was the most set up, fake championship. That, as a wrestling fan, it was comical to watch the bubble unfold. The NBA Finals. That championship was the most fugazi championship I have ever seen. Who's winning the Saints-Giants game? Spencer. I want Spencer Rattler to win this game so bad. I feel so bad for him. 2020 does not count. That's an absolute fact. I don't care. Motherfuckers say, oh, it was harder to play the games. It was harder to win. No, it wasn't. No, the hell it wasn't. It was also easy to fix, too. No home field advantage. What are we playing for, then? All right, let's see something here from Bo Nix, huh? 17-3. This game isn't over yet. Ball midfield. A big run here up the middle. Okay, Dobbins. Spike Lee, Paul Levesque, all of them are there. All of them are there playing that shit out. Mickey Mouse championship. It was good to see. It really brought the country together. It was a tumultuous time in this country. So, of course, the Lakers had to win and save the world. Yeah. I mean, it's hard to say, though. You think he should take less money? I don't think so. I think he's LeBron fucking James. I think he still plays at such a high level. It's up to the other folks to get players in, Folks want to play with LeBron James. Folks want to be a Laker, typically. Got to get paid. Lakers winning was for Kobe and no one will ever. Oh, yeah. Also for Kobe. Holy shit, for Kobe. Yeah. Totally forgot that aspect of it, too. What a crazy time that was. God, 2020. I legit got so fat just because of that. I've always been a big guy. And as you guys see me now, I'm like, I'm a unit. 2020 was the start of that. Staying inside, drinking beers, ordering food, getting paid to sit in my ass. It was crazy. What a time. It was awesome. I was making content at the Wazoo too. I was my NCAA football character, Gutterballs, and I was just like basically doing this, cutting promos. We were all in like an NCAA football Twitch league too. Basically, just played an over-exaggerated top QB prospect. It was so funny. Pick six for the Colts. See you later. Thanks for coming out, the Oakland Raiders. Texans up 34-3 in crime. Yeah, I mean, recently single. Relationship ended with my girlfriend over 4 years. We had a mutual friend, though. Her friend, but became my friend too, Larissa. She's a Ravens fan. I want to text her, but now I can't. Because, I can, but, it's a little awkward. It would be really nice to gloat about this to her right now. Also, today's stars, all stars are not real. What do you mean are not real? Like the NBA all stars? Like they don't play defense? Are you upset about that? You're not real. We're not real. At what point does John Harbaugh get fired? Continuously allows the other team to come back and win games they shouldn't. Yeah, it's definitely interesting to see how long a leash coaches have and coaches don't have. Mike Tomlin hasn't won a Super Bowl in so long, but he kind of hangs his hat on the fact that, we make the playoffs every year, no matter what, 8-8, whatever, or they're always 8-8. Is that what it is? Always above 500 or 500. And he also Harbaugh, that is, can hang his hat on Lamar's injuries and the fact that they should have won a lot of these games against good teams, but they end up just choking it away. I don't think there's any chance he gets fired this season. But I tell you what, if they have a disastrous rest of the season and Derrick Henry, as I can see it, is on his way out of the league, yeah, maybe you consider making a coaching change and you're finding someone. You find someone different, maybe. Yeah, they put no effort in those don't count. Yeah, I mean, I think it's been like this for many years, even beyond our years. I think even like Jordan's era, like folks like there's no reason for them to play tough in the All-Star game. There isn't. Fiance left me last year. I've done nothing but boss the F up. That's the thing. I got to do that. That's why the relationship ended. Got to work on me. That's what I'm doing. Making content, trying to make the dream come true, trying to be the fastest rising, greatest of all time wrestling content creator. Whatever it is I'm doing, I'm going to try to be the best at. So appreciate the kind words. Love that we're all bossing up out here. Initials tatted. Oh, no. That's worse than Cody Rhodes. But it's all good. Oh, it's not a permanent tattoo. Oh, you're okay. You're okay. I am still thinking about getting my first tattoo. I even said while watching Dynamite a few weeks ago, I tweeted out, I'm like, I'd get a Megan Bain tattoo because Megan Bain's hot as hell. And she's a good wrestler. And she's local. And I love her gimmick. And she's hot as hell. Said that while watching Dynamite, tweeted it out. And then she called me out on it and said, do it. I forget what the exact words were, but then I felt pressed to do it. I was going to get my first ever tattoo, Megan Bain tattoo. What up, Jimmy with the slams? This is actually still a webcam, though. This is my old laptop. I think it's a better quality camera, so thank you for saying that. Maybe I'll be doing more streams coming soon, especially if it's a NFL Redzone stream. I got to come to the Mass Music Radio studio and chop it up with you guys. But what was I saying with that? I was going to get the Megan Bain tattoo, and then Joey Janela got tagged. I think it was you, Linz. I think you tagged Joey Janela. And then Joey Janela goes, do it, no balls. And that immediately makes me not want to get the Megan Bain tattoo because I guess they're still together. They're boyfriend, girlfriend. So, maybe it was a little tongue-in-cheek him saying that, saying like, oh, yeah, you're going to get my girl tattooed on you. Like, shut up. But, Zay Flowers touchdown? Fell down, got back up. Okay. Big play from Zay, but a little too late. Is Derrick Henry get a touchdown here? Pay dirt? Oh, stuffed. No, he got in. Touchdown, Derrick Henry. Yeah, too bad doesn't mean nothing. But yeah, long story short, I'm not getting the Megan Bain tattoo. I'm still waiting to get my first ever tattoo, be something more meaningful, something big time. Maybe a Stone Cold Steve Austin tattoo. I thought about that. Maybe something to, show love to Stone Cold. Love him, my favorite wrestler. My dad via television growing up. Question here: if you had a tattoo, where on your body would you put it? That's a great scenario. Thing is, like, if I could snap and just have a whole sleeve like Randy Orton, badass, sentimental, I would do it. I look really cool. But I don't have the time. Certainly don't have the money. And I'm curious to see how badly it hurts getting a tattoo. I'd love to get something on my ass too. Maybe that'd be something just comical. I don't know how much that hurts. I don't know the technicalities of getting a tattoo on my ass, but that'd be kind of funny. But somewhere, all over, I'm open to anywhere on my body for tattoos, honestly. Oh, that's really nice. See, sentimental tattoos like that are really cool. I support that. But I'm more of a goofy motherfucker. So I think I'd get a bunch of tattoos that are just kind of goofy or like kind of spur of the moment tattoos even. But haven't pulled trigger on one yet. So I don't got Redzone. My sisters make me watch the shitty She-Eagles. Eagles are so good though. I hate them so much, but they're so good. Yeah, I'm watching Redzone, but I'm also like kind of focused on the chat here. Nice chopping up with everybody here on a fine Sunday. But yeah, I do have Redzone here on my laptop. I got 2 laptops going, and my iPad too. Kind of killing it right now. Kind of living the dream here at the Mass Music Radio headquarters. But hell yeah, 17-3 Eagles Broncos. Would love to see a Broncos comeback. Would love to see a Broncos comeback. Which college team did I choose? I'm still a free agent. I might not pick one this season. I'm certainly interested in one of my teams that made the final 2, which is the Miami Hurricanes. I'm kind of leaning towards the Hurricanes, but still undecided. I was kind of hoping a little bit like a team would send me something, maybe you would see my tweet, and then like a college would be like, hey, here's a hat, pick us, and I would pick them, but I'm not that famous yet, but I'm still looking for a favorite team. If Roman won at 40, I was going to get him raising the titles at 40 on my back. Huge Roman fan. I mean, obviously, kind of have to be at that point. Bryce Young. Panthers still trying to make this comeback. I got the Cowboys helmet on my hand. Oh, I had something I'd consider. Nirvana logo. Oh, that's sick. That's something I'd consider getting too. Freebird across my knuckles is pretty badass. Broken voodoo heart on your left knee. Juice World 999. Wow. All pretty dope, man. All pretty dope. Kevin asked, do I play fantasy? I've been the commissioner of my League of Savages for, I think this is year 11. I've been in a few leagues, in prior years, but this year I kept it simple. I'm like, I'm only doing my league, doing my one league. I'm the commish and trying to make that league the best. And it's been a lot of fun. A lot of characters, a lot of big time fights, a lot of arguments. Some traditions. And then even for year 10 last year, I bought a cameo from Kurt Angle. He picked our draft order. That video is hilarious. But yeah, I'm doing pretty good in fantasy right now. A lot of injuries. I lost my league neighbors for the season. That sucks. My receiving core is in shambles, especially with Drake London on the bye this week. Would anyone like a link for football? I got one. Give him the link. Link him up. It's got all the games. Get a tat of the team to reveal your choice. I mean, that's if that team wants to pay for the tat. That's the thing too with the Megan Bain situation. Like if Megan Bain wanted to come with me to get the tattoo, pay for herself. That's ideal. Or not pay for it, but just come with me. Or Joey Janela want to get matching tats, since that's his girl, that'd be cool too. But yeah, I mean, if they want to pay for it, if the Hurricanes, the Buckeyes, the Wolverines, whoever wants to pay for my tattoo, I'll do it. Arch Manning, what a story that is, man. Texans. Texas was on I almost picked the Texas Longhorns as my favorite team, and thank God I didn't. This would be I'd feel like a real football curse. Imagine if I picked them to start the season as a Cowboys fan, and the year that they've had, I'd be blamed for. Yeah, he might be a legitimate bust, Arch Manning. It's crazy. Oh, I love to hear that, man. Cam Scabato, can you get a big-ass run for me, please? Use my DraftKings Ghost Leg Parlay on Cam Scabato rushing yards. Not going well. It's not going well. A.J. Brown, Pickens, and Judy are my receivers. Yeah, your receiving core is looking really good. I don't think those guys. I mean, Pickens has been phenomenal. A.J. Brown needs to step it up. And I don't know how Judy has been doing fantasy-wise, but on paper, your receivers are looking really good. Giants snapping the ball here. Big 3rd and 7. Dart off his back foot. And this tight end, what's this guy's name? Johnson has like 2 touchdowns today. Monster. My first 2 picks in fantasy was Tyreek and Malik Neighbors. I deleted the app after that. I don't blame you, dude. I don't blame you. I mean, I also got Neighbors too. I haven't lost anyone else yet, but it's so frustrating with the injuries in football. It's terrible. So that's why I see why people do best ball. I mean, you're using that stream for the Texans game. That game's over, pal. You can switch off to another game. You're on to week 5 or whatever it is. Scatterboo tackled after 5 yards. Love to see it. You use Lamar Jackson in a okay. I see what you're saying. Dak deep down the field. Pickens touchdown. Cowboys, baby. How about them Cowboys? Woo! I doubted them big time. I freaking doubted them. 30-3. Defense showing up too. I gotta watch some highlights of this game. I can't believe how our defense is doing. 30-3. Oh, I gotta delete that tweet I sent to Hank from Barstool. I said, "Yo, you guys are idiots for using that 80K free bet on the Cowboys. Oh, they're balling today. I'm an idiot." Hi, Jimmy. I'm a big fan of yours in Stash Club. Keep up the fun visit. Thank you so freaking much. Thank you so much. I love doing Stash Club. It's my passion. I love it. Thank you for the support. Anyone that watches Stash Club and also, spends any time with me on my own channel, I appreciate you. I know as soon as you brought Pickens up, there we go. Big old touchdown. Jeffrey Ring. Pickens touchdown. Look at Jackson Dart running. Cowboys 30-3, baby. Oh, yeah, you know what? I too had Pickens circled on my draft board, and I thought my league was dumb, and I thought I would have got him in the later round. I had like a later round pick, and I thought he would come back to me. He didn't come back to me. He got drafted a little bit above his like normal drafting range. That's the thing now with like everyone that has access to like Matthew Berry and all. Everyone's a fantasy expert now in leagues, so it's like no one has a chance to get by. Freaking Singletary in for Scabato. Come on. Do you by any chance remember the Texans Cowboy games a few years ago that went to OT and Hopkins hit that nasty double spin on you? That was the last time I enjoyed football until CJ. You remember that game against Tony Romo and the Cowboys where J.J. Watt went for that sack and Romo hit you with that mean spin and threw a fucking 50-yard bomb down your goddamn throat to show who's the real team of Texas? Yeah, no, but I do remember that game too. So screw you, but no, that's awesome. That's awesome. I mean, here's the thing. Since I've been born, the Texans and the Cowboys, basically the same team logistically. I think that's probably the same amount of playoff wins, like 2 or 3 over since I've been born. So can't talk trash to you. Okay, that's a 2-point conversion. I thought Jonathan Taylor had 4 touchdowns today. He's done that before, right, Jonathan Taylor? I think he had 5 touchdowns in one game. I'm an OG in this fantasy jet. I've been playing since I was 15. That was 12 years ago. Yo, me too, ma'am. I remember playing in a league called Flea Flicker, and it was like really early internet days, like on desktop. I was like 12 or 11, dude. Fantasy football has always been cool. Been playing a long time. I've been the commissioner of my league for 11 years. It's a lot of fun. That Romo play was crazy. Romo, criminally underrated. People say he sucks just because, again, in the big moments and big time and late in games, he would have crazy bonehead choke job plays. But just as many plays as he's had of those, he's also had historic fourth quarter comeback wins, all-time do-it-yourself plays. He's also had a fantastic cast of players around him. So, like, you should play up to that certain level. But it's very sad to me that he's never gotten the big one. How is bro the most gorgeous fat man alive? If you're talking about me, this is the nicest thing anyone's ever said. I am a handsome guy, but I currently am the fattest man alive too. So it's crazy how one person can be handsome, so handsome, but also so fat. So I appreciate that backhanded compliment. Really nice. If man's collarbone would listen, what the year was, 2014 Cowboys, I think, went 13-3. You had DeMarco Murray, you had Dez Bryant. You're playing in Lambeau Field. Dez Bryant caught that fucking football. All right, they would have won that game. They would have beat Seattle in Seattle, Legion of Boom, because they had done that earlier in the goddamn year. I think the score was 30-28. Cowboys would have beat Seattle, and then you would have had my life on the line in the Super Bowl. It would have been Cowboys-Patriots Super Bowl. Instead of the Malcolm Butler interception, I think you get a Cowboys close victory, and my life's completely changed if that happens. But no, Dez didn't catch it. Another Texans touchdown. Jalen Noel. This is an embarrassment. Maybe Harbaugh should be fired. It kind of is, though. I've been playing for so many years now, and like that's the thing. I was in like 3 leagues last year or the year before, and I'm like, this sucks. So I try to simplify it, only focus on my league, and it's making me kind of like fantasy again because it's only one league. I got one team. That's the way to do it. Once you got 2 teams or more, fantasy football sucks. Especially now too, gambling kind of, definitely substitutes that like dopamine when watching football and like specific players. So my advice for a lot of people, go back to having one league. Dez caught it. Yeah. Stingley. Jimmy is the new world's largest love machine after Vizera. Thing is, though, unlike Vizera, which I actually don't know, I think Vizera did pretty well for himself, but unlike Vizera, I do bag the ladies. I do have a good track record. I do get laid. I do hashtag get laid. Also hashtag witching hour, baby. Let's go. Tell a friend about the stream. Give me a retweet on the old Twitter machine, guys. We're watching football. We're talking about how fat I am. We're talking about dynasties. We're talking about the Texans a lot today. Big touchdown right here for the Saints. This is going to give Spencer Rattler his first ever NFL win. Good for him. Let's go. It's been 18 years with only one ring, very little success in the playoff. It's been time for Baltimore to let him go. It's tough. The Scabato fumble. Ooh, that's embarrassing. I think it's just like those type of good coaches don't grow on trees. He's still a very good coach. It's very early in the season, but yeah, I think his seat should be getting warmer. If you're the owner and you adjust the heat temperature on the seat, you might want to turn the knob a little bit. You might want to turn it on. That's all I'm saying. I think fire him outright. Get this is a frustrating loss, but fire him outright is a bit crazy. Oh, Cam Scabato's crashing out. Who are you trying to blame it on, bro? You fumbled. Wow. I'm a Houston sports fan who's in Houston, North School, Packers. Thank you. I appreciate that. Jalen Hurts going long. A.J. Brown completely misses him. And this is my thing on Jalen Hurts. I think he's a really good quarterback. I think he's super athletic. But throwing the football, he isn't the best. He's a very streaky accuracy thrower. And I don't think that's crazy to say. He's a gamer. He's a baller. He's a shot caller. He gives me Michael Jordan vibes. But I think he does struggle sometimes with accuracy, throwing the football. I don't think that's crazy. But I think the hyperbole right here from Jeffrey is also unnecessary. Mediocre quarterback. You don't do what he's done and be called a mediocre quarterback. But like early in the season, I had this take and I felt really good about it. But then I watched him. Was it last week against the Bucks? Like he makes good throws. He's won a Super Bowl. You can't take away that athleticism too. But yeah, is he a tush push merchant? Is he someone that really needs someone that to be carried by Barkley and a great cast of a team? I think it's fine to say he is like top 13 quarterback. It's not on Jalen. It's just because AJ's on my team. AJ Brown, baby. He needs to get the ball at some point, though. Ohtani went over 4, lit up 3 runs and won the game. MLB's Jalen Hurts. That. You guys aren't helping me as someone who also kind of critiques Jalen Hurts. The amount of people in this chat right now that thinks Jalen Hurts sucks is not making me is not aiding me in my mission to kind of be unbiased. Defense is carrying that team. Yeah. I mean, it's tough. I think as a thrower of the football, he's like middle of the road, but as a complete package and like especially of course the system that he's in, he's a top 8 quarterback. But it's tough to make that distinction. I mean, the guy can squat 600 pounds. It's so funny to say that. If Jalen Hurts couldn't squat 600 pounds, he'd be a McDonald's employee. But he can squat 600 pounds. That's awesome. He's a beast. If my grandmother had wheels, she'd be a bike. The Eagles are like the 04 Pistons, mid-ball handler, the best supporting cast of all time. I love this comparison. I think you're right in the money. I'm sure there's other comparisons to be made. But yeah, the Eagles are a force to be reckoned with. I think they're just kind of a well-oiled machine at this point. And this early in the season, you're kind of bored. You're playing with your food. They're still up 2 touchdowns against a pretty good Broncos team. So it's just like at this point, their season doesn't start until the NFC divisional playoffs. That's the thing. Like, imagine Jalen Hurts on this Broncos team, for example. He ain't never win a Super Bowl on the Broncos. While I think the elite quarterbacks, Peyton Manning, was proven to win teams, given this was 10 years ago and the Broncos were a lot better all around the board, but so rare does a quarterback change teams, but like Tom Brady, Buccaneers, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, guys that are, if Joe Burrow was on the Cowboys, I think he would get them to the Super Bowl. I think Joe Burrow would do that for a lot of teams. So like, Jalen Hurts, though, no. Many teams you put Jalen Hurts on, they don't win the Super Bowl. You put Jalen Hurts on the Ravens, they probably win the Super Bowl. And I say that just because I think, Lamar Jackson could win a Super Bowl with the Ravens, and the Ravens are a good team offensively. I mean, even though I'm watching them right now, they're down 41-10 against the Texans. They're about to fall to 1-4, so what really am I talking about? But in years prior, and I still think like the Ravens could sneak into the playoffs if they get Lamar back healthy soon. But like, yeah, 1-4 is a trip for them, huh? Ooh, leftover beef stroke. I'm starving. Here's the thing. I'm starving. Okay. Yeah, I'll be streaming for a few more hours. Probably be going home around 5 or 6. But yeah, I'm hungry too. If my aunt had balls in a cock, she would still be my aunt because it's 2025. Gotta respect all genders. Yeah. Yes. Woo! Guys, Cowboys, huge dub today. I think they're going to be going to 2-1. Really wish they had that win against the Packers. Should have ran the ball with Javonte in that overtime period, but 2-1 ain't too bad. Would love a Woody Marks TD here for the Texans. I think a lot of people A lot of people are on old Woody Marks today. Woody Marks, huh? The rookie. I mean, it sucks if you needed Woody Marks TD, you scroll on your phone, you see the Texans have 41 fucking points. But yeah, no Woody Marks TD. Hell yeah, baby. I'll be here for a few hours, chatting, watching football. Although I gotta pay attention to, I got plenty of battery there. I think I got some battery here. But yeah, I'll be here, chatting up a storm. Gotta watch Monday Night Raw tomorrow night for the Stash Club Wrestling podcast that we record every Tuesday. Other than that, kind of wide open. Kind of want to smoke some weed. Not gonna lie. I can make that happen, but who's gonna host the show? It's the best show in the world. What should I call if I start doing this every Sunday? Jimmy in the Red Zone, Blitz and what? Red Zone. The Red Zone Rave. Call us Jimmy's Red Zone Rave. Oh, got a big question here. Do you have predictions for NXT TNA Showdown? I knew you and John will be doing that for the pod, so if you can definitely share them here. Ooh, predictions for I got to see the card. I definitely will make a parent to talk about that for sure. Showdown is on this upcoming Wednesday, right? Oh, is the card already out for that? I definitely we'll talk about it. I'll make sure we talk about it. Give some predictions. Maybe a little impromptu championship prediction title on the line. That could be fun. I think that's the name I'm going to go with. Jimmy's Red Zone Blitz. That sounds fun. Just a little live stream of me chatting, watching NFL Red Zone. I wish I can illegally or legally, I wish I could say, put the Red Zone, what I'm watching on the screen so you guys can be obviously a lot more advantageous for a viewer to watch me and Red Zone together. But I suppose many people, it's 2025, many people have different screens or maybe just you guys like this kind of live podcast format, It's really dope that I can get anyone in here, and I appreciate every one of you guys, whether you stop in for a little bit, whether you're locked in with me for the rest of the NFL Red Zone. Let's go. 10-minute smoke, get food break. Yeah, I could probably do that, but I have the stream still going? I don't know. I don't think I need a 10-minute break, but I suppose it's also not that serious, but Tua just missed Waddle. Not wide open, but he should have made that throw. Broncos looking to make it a one-score game. I love a Broncos comeback. That'd be dope. Just spark my joint with a beef stroganoff. Every time I read beef stroganoff out loud or I see it on the screen, I think immediately of masturbation. But this upcoming Wednesday, yeah. Hardy's first downstate. Give me the Hardys. And I believe that's for what? The NXT Tag Team Championships? Or is it for both championships? Because that's pretty compelling. But give me the Hardys. Give me Ethan Page. And for the Survivor Series matches, are they for anything? Any stakes or just bragging rights? If so, give me the TNA men and then give me the NXT women. I think I like that. I would have liked a few Dolphins players too in DFS just because, no Tyreek. I think actually I started Malik Washington on my fantasy team this week. I don't think that's going too well. Both titles in the Survivor Series match. Oh, okay. In the tag team match. Okay. I'm locked in. Things have been like kind of a thing online for the last few weeks, and there's a lot of negativity surrounding WWE right now. But like some folks saying like NXT is like the best weekly show going right now, and that's been the case for a few times in stretches of time. I remember like when I was a big AEW guy, I'd be like, yeah, both AEW and NXT are the two best shows going right now, and whether that was because of them, it was because they were competing against each other. That's one thing, but like, yeah, I remember saying Dynamite and NXT for a good stretch were like my two favorite wrestling shows of the week. Things have changed, but yeah, what I have seen of NXT, I mean, it's fun to watch. It's youth. It's character driven, which I appreciate in wrestling a bit, sometimes even more than the actual in ring graps. So yeah, NXT is cool. I can't wait for NXT. I believe I might be going to. Don't quote me on that. Waiting for connections. Also got the news today. There's also a chance I might be primo seating for John Cena's last appearance in Boston. So that's going to be insane too. My brother could also be lying to me. It's him. It's up to my brother if we're going or not. I genuinely cannot afford the tickets, but if he wants to buy me and his son tickets to Raw that are going to be so expensive and that we'll never be able to pay him back, I'm not going to stop him. But Bound for Glory looks awesome. I might cry during the Mickey James Beautiful People Hall of Fame inductions. I'll be chanting my face off for sure. The last Hardy Boys and Dudley Boys match. Got the tables. That's insane. And then I'm sure whatever else they throw on the card will be phenomenal. Oh, wait, is Javon Evans for Slater confirmed for Bound for Glory? Like, that might be match of the year. And that's not even crazy to say. Me too. Those are good times. All right, let's get in the end zone here, Broncos. Up the middle to Dobbins, touchdown. Touchdown, Broncos. They're making it a one-score game. I hate the Eagles. What's Hog got cooking up on October 10th, Linz? What's the card there? Is your boy Carrion on there? I know how much you like Carrion. Confirmed for BFG. That's crazy. I'm going to have a good-ass time if I go. I might not go. But I know nothing about what you over the pond call football, but I hear to say, what's up, Jim? What's up, Mass Movies? Thank you for showing up. Thank you for popping your head in. If you're not a football fan, that's fine. We're kind of chatting all over the place right now. In the conversations right now, focused on TNA, Bound for Glory. Gotta say goodbye to Team 3D. You know, that's going to be an absolute movie. Can't wait for that. What's the best show you've been to, Jimmy? Obviously, I'm very sentimental to when I was 10 years old and I went to SummerSlam 2006. I was in the freaking cheap seats, but young kid. The memories I have then were I'll never forget. Very sentimental now because with like kind of a father figure that passed away and my two best friends, their father. So like, yeah, that show means a lot to me. But like, I think the most fun out of the show might have been the first time I ever met John Moonsault in person. Monday Night Raw in like 2023, I think it was. I think it was the Raw where Sammy kicked Jay. You also had Trish on the show. You had Cena on the show. We were booing Logan Paul, and like it was just the funnest like wrestling show I've been to. Got really drunk. I had that MJF scarf, and I met John, and he kind of joined my friend group towards the end of the show. And like I didn't really know John had like a good podcast going, and then I see him get recognized twice, and someone bought him a beer, and I'm like, oh, this guy John, like, because I actually only DM John to come join us because I known him from his music. And then come to find out, John is this big wrestling YouTuber, Staff Club Wrestling. I'm like, oh, what the hell? This is really cool. I remember too. I was super excited to see on the podcast the week following if he brought me up, and he did. He shouted me out, and like It was really cool. But yeah, I think those two are my favorite wrestling shows. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that's match of the year, to be honest with you. I need Carolina to keep coming back. Why do you need that? Parlay? Favoritism? Why do you need Carolina to come back? I mean, I thought this game was over long ago. I think it was 17-0, but Rico Dowell carrying my team right now. What's he doing? A lot of catches? I went to TNA Hard Justice in Norfolk in 2010 or 11. It was such a banger of a show. I'm sure it was. I wonder if he had Mr. Anderson on the show or like Jeff Hardy. Oh, really, Kevin? That's awesome. DPW. Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised. I love their podcast. Always have. Love New Legacy Inc. And then they just kind of like grew a wrestling promotion, and it's like awesome. And they started Jay Malachi and all that stuff. Like, shout out DPW. Shit's amazing. Some really good shows. Mania 39. Surprise 23. Hell in a Cell. Wow, look at you. Lucky you. Look at you. Mister, I go to all the good shows. You lucky dog. Hey, I hope your parlay hits, and I hope everyone's parlay hits on this fine Sunday. Hell yeah. Got into wrestling when I was dragged to Full Gear 21, MJF, Darby, Punk, Kingston. A great time to get involved. I think that's peak, like, AEW fandom for me, too, to be honest. I was such a big Cody guy, even when a large portion of the group disliked Cody. And it's so ironic because I loved the AEW so much in the beginning while not being, like, the biggest fans of the Elite. You know, like, I was fans of Cody. I know Cody was in the Elite, but, like, he kind of – I always liked the stuff that fell under the bridge of, like, Cody's guys, you know. Still was kind of getting used to and being introduced to Kenny Omega, the Bucks, all that stuff, and liked bits and parts of their stuff, but also not necessarily for me, my style, whatever. But yeah, man, great times, a great time to be a wrestling fan for sure. I'm not sure what you're referring to, me knowing ball, but like, thank you for saying that. I always love hearing that people think I know things. Probably the DPW stuff. Sack Jalen Hurts. Did he fumble? No. Oh, screw Jalen Hurts. He stinks. Here comes Bryce Young up the middle. Ooh, almost got it for a touchdown. 3rd and goal. I'm sure they'll punch it in. Panthers making that comeback, Jimmy. They're making that comeback. Let's see how my parlays and bets are doing. Probably not the best. I did get a Nick Chubb anytime touchdown. Good for me. All my other guys, though, nothing. Yeah. My ghost leg parlay's dead. All right. I got one thing kind of going to the 4 o'clock games. I need a K-Dot touchdown and a Sam Laporta touchdown. I think Carolina got stopped. It might be 4th and goal. Oh, no, touchdown. Touchdown, Carolina. Is that Rico Dowell? Oh, is that's someone for Rico Dowell. Someone was talking about Rico Dowell earlier. I think it was Jeffrey. Yeah. Oh, my phone died. That's fine. Oh, I know ball. I know all those guys. I know those guys helped me get through a tough time, man. It's amazing. Like, I would love to get into video game content. I think that's something that me and John should absolutely do. I mean, kind of did some diving into the. Oh, there goes my mic. Shit. Sorry, guys. I kind of like did some digging into the what the Vibe channel is all about. Know what those guys do. It's all video game content and New Legacy too. You can throw on any of their videos with the video game stuff and just kind of chill out, you know, vibe out. Can't afford the merch, dude.
I gotta save up for a new camera. Can't be doing this. I can't be the fastest rising wrestling content creator and not have a nice camera. Your boy's broke. Oh, you went to the where you? I'm sure you might have been a bit disappointed that Jey Uso won that Rumble, not your boy Cena, huh? I think that was a mistake. I'm someone that loves a good surprise Rumble winner, but all right, guys, I'm gonna quickly go smoke. Wait, okay, I have it later. I'm gonna quickly go smoke some weed, like a little bit hit of a weed, and probably eat a Nutri-Grain bar. So I'll be right back. There he is. There's Jeffrey with the dowel. Yeah, I would love to see how many points does he have total today. Rico Dowell. All right, guys. I'm going to go smoke really quick. Be right back. Don't go nowhere. Share the link. Share the stream. I've turned on their My GM series. I always kind of end up putting it on and not paying attention. I can learn a lot. That's kind of why I turned it on a few times, because when we're doing ours, I played our most recent GM series. I'm learning as we go. I never played it before. Had a lot of fun with it, but like maybe a lot of the comments were like, "Oh, this is so frustrating to watch. Jimmy has no idea what he's doing." Neither does John, even though John's been playing for a lot longer, but probably better than me. But I'll be right back, guys. Be right back. We are back. We are back. There's a quick hit of the old pipe ski, and we are back. Smoke them if you got them. You suck so bad at my GM. Watch those new Legacy boys. They obviously know something. There's some stuff I don't like about it, but I'm fascinated by the attention to detail. I'm someone that has deleted so much of my life playing SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 GM mode, and just being like, a lot of that's just like creative imagination, where it's like, oh, I'm doing the storyline with these guys. You know, you got to book it week to week, and kind of just like being fascinated with wins and losses, and just being a real nerd, honestly. The simplicity of it for me made it funner and kind of like almost like a blank canvas. This is very like bits and pieces of like extra stuff, and you got to remember to do this and that, and stuff that's out of your control, which I like but also don't like. I don't know. I think it's fascinating. I'd love to play my GM mode, but I can't. I refuse to buy the new systems. New video games stink. And it's all about microtransactions. And I'm only a sports video games guy, so not much benefit for me to drop all that money just to play games that I get bored of or feel like it's not worth it. Deep ball, Jalen Waddle. Who had Waddle? Someone was mentioning they had Jalen Waddle in the chat. Jalen Waddle touchdown. Tua. All the Panthers go down by 4 too. Still time on the clock though. Don't worry. I did see the a little bit of the Mark Sanchez stuff. Hope he's okay. I think he got released. I think he also was in trouble. Yeah, very weird stuff. Prayers up to old Marky Mark. Hopefully not making too bad of decisions out there. I miss my GM bros too. Don't get me wrong. I miss my GM bros too. But even if it did the best on the channels views wise, we would still have probably taken a break. But yeah, I would love to get back into it, but I'm just not sure. Oh, touchdown Broncos, tied game, tied up. Who is that though? Who scored that touchdown? Evan Ingram. That's a name. That's a freaking name. Evan Ingram on the Broncos. Since when? Tied game. Do you go for 2 here? No. 7 minutes left? No. That's crazy. I'm back. I run an AFC South Discord. That's such a random Discord, but like also kind of lit. And I mean, as someone that runs an AFC South Discord, I think you would have to admit that the best division in football in terms of beef and rivalries is the NFC Beast. Love to get your feedback on that. I've been playing Madden 2K since I was a wee lad. I'm too nasty with it, but I always get bored halfway through the cycle, but still end up playing and buying the next game. It's a trap, and it's such a shame that I still think the best football game to date is ESPN 2K5 for the Xbox and PS2. It's pathetic how the licensing and EA and what they do and how much they prioritize microtransactions and like online gameplay and refuse to make like a franchise. They went for 2 and got it. Wow. I don't know. I might be on a soapbox, but shout out Soft Drink TV. He's a YouTuber that makes sports game reviews, and he keeps it 100 in a stack, and they're very good videos. Highly suggest Soft Drink TV on YouTube. You guys got to step in emulator and do my GM Bros retro series. If we had time to do that, dude. If we had time to do that, I would. I would love to. But I only link up with John twice a week for about a few hours. That's all the time that we are allowed. And we got to do the podcast. We got to do quizzes. We got to do the stuff that gets the big views and stuff. So I love to though. I love playing my GM. It was such a fun thing. 30-6 Cowboys. Let's see if we let up a touchdown here. We do. It's fine. It's all right. I'm not worried. Jimmy, who's your favorite non-Cowboy football player ever? Non-Cowboy. My favorite non-Cowboy football player ever. That's a very good question. I've had phases, and like I'm honestly, I'm a curse in that aspect too, because I'm a guy that bought a Johnny Manziel jersey right when he got drafted. I was a kid that loved Tim Tebow and thought, even though he throws a football like a squirrel, that he was going to be something in this league. Who else was I big? I was a big Cam Newton guy, and like say what you want about Cam Newton, but never won a Super Bowl. Those are all quarterbacks. Like I love the obviously the big titans of the industry, like D Lyman, John Henderson, Julius Peppers. I was a big Brett Favre guy. Love Brett Favre. Gunslingers. I love Baker Mayfield now currently. He's fantastic and a real showman. Kind of any guys that, like, as you guys know, I'm a big wrestling guy. Anyone that kind of has that same pro wrestling energy, I'm a fan of in the NFL to a huge extent. Pac-Man Jones, he's actually kind of an asshole. If someone with but he was also a former Cowboy. If someone with a small platform wanted to interview and talk about wrestling with you, would you consider it? I've had a few people reach out, and my thing is, like, my setup isn't good. Like in my opinion, like I'm doing the stream, but like I wish I had a lot better video quality camera. I did just get this microphone, which I'm hoping has enhanced the stream experience. Before I was talking into the mic into the laptop. So like I'm kind of hesitant to do other people's shows just because I want it to be really good quality, and kind of like any representation of me, I want it to be the best for anyone that hasn't seen me already. So like I don't know, it's tough for me to I'd be open to it. Go to my DMs. I have an email too, Askins88 Gmail, but yeah, I was on Patty Pitts' show. He's a small content creator, I think coming out of Massachusetts too, and that was a fun show I did too. So AFC North, is that Pittsburgh Ravens, all them? Yeah, that's a good shout. Jalen Green jersey? What, Jalen Green on like the Rockets? He's okay. He's still young too. What do you mean? Jalen Green? Is he a bum? I thought he's a young basketball player that's still on the come up. Okay, Bryce Young. 18-17 Broncos. Let's get a win here, Broncos. Eagles are gonna tear my heart out like they always do, but whatever. Bret Favre now. Yeah. Confirmed scumbag now, but back in the day, loved him. I was a kid during his retirement fiasco and thought that was the coolest shit in the world. Loved him on the Jets, even though the dick pic thing. Back then, that didn't seem like a big deal, but now I feel like the tone would be so different now if that happened now. My favorite non-Texans player of all time, without a shadow of a doubt, is Darrelle Revis. Revis Island was a monster. Really cool, unique pick. A monster, and at a position that is second to quarterback, from, in my opinion, most important, not important, but most difficult to play in the league. Welcome to the stream. He okay, but he's not in Houston anymore. We traded him for KD. Oh shit. So where's Jalen Green now? NBA offseason has screwed me over. Everyone's on different teams and I don't know anything. That's why I don't play fantasy basketball. I think that's so dumb. Only fantasy football, and actually what's better than fantasy football is fantasy baseball. Love fantasy baseball. You never heard about the Brett Favre dick pic thing with the Jets reporter? I think it was a Jets reporter. They were texting flirty, whatever, and then Brett just sent her a D pic, and it got leaked, and I think he got in trouble. I think he got like a fine, or like, yeah, I don't know really what came of it. Besides maybe just public shame. I think he also that's confirming him cheating on his wife too. So. Yeah, it was a tough go for Brett Favre in New York. Jalen is in Phoenix. Oh. The Suns are screwed. The Suns won't see the light of day for a long time, no pun intended. I think cap-wise, they're screwed. I don't think... Bradley Beal's still there, right? I think Bradley Beal's done. He doesn't care about winning. Devin Booker, while a good scorer, ain't that guy, pal. Shot chucking backcourt in NBA history. 4th and 5 here for the Panthers. Caught. Wow, what a catch. What a throw, too, from Bryce Young showing out. 3:13 left. You want to score, but you don't want to score too fast. The Brett Favre thing happened when I was in 7th or 8th grade. It feels like a lifetime ago. You're telling me that feels like 2 lifetimes ago for me, man. I think, around the same age, but like I was locked in the Sports Center. I'd watch back to back, same show, Sports Center, just to back up the what I know about sports. I used to be such a little sports nerd. I used to know everyone and every team. Now, not so much. When I play Immaculate Grid, it's all like 2005 to 2013 sports knowledge. You know, you get to a certain age, your interest changes, and you don't keep track of all these transitions that happen in the off season. You know, you think of guys' names on certain teams, and then it never changes, but they do. Hell no, I never heard of that. That's wild. Only fire story I know is that money laundering thing. Yeah, I suppose the most recent transgressions are to be known more than the old D pick on the Jets. I think he had something else on the Packers too. I mean, I don't think he had a gambling thing. I remember his father died, I think, on a Sunday, and then he had a game on Monday Night Football against the Raiders. So he just lost his father, who he was super close to, and then it was kind of like he was questionable for the game for the next day because, I mean, you lose your father. It's easily plausible that you might not want to play football the next day. But he went out on Monday Night Football and had a 4-touchdown, 300-yard game for his dad, tears in his eyes. Yeah. Brett Favre on that field was that dude. Beal on the Clippers. Oh. Yeah. NBA, I am for non-Boston Celtics, even Celtics, honestly, too. I'm like Al Horford to the Warriors. We lost Porzingis to the Hawks. True's on Portland now. So like I'm still kept up on Celtic basketball, but other teams' transitions, or transactions, I should say. I know Kawhi Leonard was illegally getting paid by the Clippers. How about that? Shout out Pablo Torre. Used to love watching, highly questionable. Used to love watching Around the Horn. Pardon the interruption. Loved that block of sports TV during its prime. My goal is to replicate maybe half of that feeling. Javonte Williams, another touchdown for him. 2-touchdown day for my boy. Oh, I needed a 2-touchdown from him last game with the Packers. I had a 2 TD parlay with him and Josh Jacobs that would have cashed me out big time. And of course, he didn't get the second touchdown. But yeah, really want to work in sports media and developing fantasy baseball is elite. Yep. I've been commissioner of a league for about 4 years now. I actually rejoined my old works league this year too. So I was in 2 leagues. Both my teams sucked. So I'm not doing that next year. I'm definitely only going to be in 1 league. Baseball is a grind, but I like leagues that reward the guys that grind every day paying attention to baseball, because baseball is an awesome sport. Old team. Who's an old team? Oh, the Clippers. Yeah, that's gonna be terrible. And then, like I said, that Pablo Torre expose on the paying of Kawhi from Steve Ballmer. Very interesting stuff. Very interesting stuff. And I feel like the Clippers would be very close to then snitching on the rest of the league, because the rest of the league also probably does this too. But the Clippers are getting caught here. Very interesting stuff. PTI was go to Tony Kornheiser, my dude. Probably my all-time favorite Jew, Tony Kornheiser. Michael Wilbon, also good, but he's been kind of a meathead as he gets older, as most older people do. But yeah, their chemistry I loved as growing up, and even now I still like to see what they have to say. But PTI super goated, absolutely. We're coming down to the wire here in some of these games, man. 18-17 Broncos. They have the ball. Where do they have the ball? I've been kind of yapping too much, talking about the good old days. I gotta lock in here. Oh, they're past midfield. Yeah, they're just gonna try to run the clock out. I'd be aggressive though here and definitely throw the football on second or third down. I know you want to get down to the 2-minute warning, which I think they'll be able to. Oh my God, Bo Nix. Oh, you guys are probably ahead of me. Oh, you're ahead of me. You're ahead of me for sure. That's fine. That's fine. Or maybe I'm ahead of you. Maybe I'm ahead of you. Maybe I missed something, but I'm seeing, oh my God, Bo Nix. Beautiful throw, Bo Nix. Oh, I can't wait to tweet about the Eagles losing. Oh, my fucking phone's died. Why does everything bad happen to me? Where's my charger? I'm watching the Panthers Dolphins game. Okay, that's fine. $37-14, my Cowboys. Oh man, I gotta delete that tweet from to Hank. Of course, it's my Cowboys too. I'm telling you, whenever I don't believe in the Cowboys, and I'm like, yeah, this is probably gonna be a loss. They show out and they give me hope. And then once I go into a game, I'm like, oh, I'm confident they're gonna win this. They embarrass the fuck out of me. It's crazy. (24-27) Dolphins trailing. Let's go, Bo Nix. Okay. Redzone showing the Broncos-Eagles game here. 18-17, 2nd and 14. Bo Nix takes a snap. Shotgun, throws it. Short throw. Is that Franklin? Oh, Sutton. 3rd and short. Okay. I think the Broncos got this W, man. Oh, sack. Sack to Tua. Huck Tua. Big win for the Panthers. I thought they were done for. I truly did. Gotcha. I'll try not to spoil it too much. Huge. Huge stuff here. Ooh! Bo Nix threw it short. And a big tackle with a flag on the play. Late hit. Oh, on Bo Nix? Automatic first down and end the game, no? Oh, unnecessary roughness. That's a tough call. I got to see this. 2:21 left in the game. You stop him 3rd and short. Oh, I don't know about that. Let's see the late hit. Okay, he's down. Yeah, is that Cooper DeJean too? I don't know. It's also like a short yardage situation. You're trying to stop him from extending. I don't like that call there. I mean, you got to be better. No excuses, but I don't love that call. Oh, it was Braun? Okay. Or Bon? I mean, that's almost game. I mean, you have a 2-minute warning and 1 timeout, so it's not game yet. But wow, I can't believe the Broncos, man. Facts. Fuck the Eagles. Fuck the Eagles. Oh, this is great. Tough weekend to be a Philly fan, huh? Penn State loses to UCLA. Eagles lose. Think the Phillies got thrashed by the Dodgers. Woo! Tough to be from Philly. Plus, you live in Philadelphia. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Woo! That's tough. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. I don't live in Philly. We eating good tonight. We're smoking that. Oh, that's something to put your hat on. The Sixers still have Joel Embiid, who plays a third of the games. Oh, yeah. Tough to be from Philly. Eagles are just Lions food. I like that. I'll be rooting for the Lions over the Eagles for sure. So Lord knows my Cowboys ain't making the. Well, they could make the playoffs, but they're not doing nothing. Watch the Broncos choke this away, though. The Eagles are the luckiest team. Oh, is Johnny an Eagles fan? Oh, I thought I liked Johnny. I thought I liked them. He laughs a lot, but his laugh is funny. I thought I liked them. Let's see if the Panthers can clinch the game here. 3rd and 5. Bryce Young drops back. Throws it. And incomplete, but a flag. And it looked pretty obvious. Okay. That's tough. That's what happens when your players retire in the middle of the season for the Dolphins secondary. ESPN MVP. Why is that? Because what? Doris Burke and other esteemed panelists voted for him over Jokic, who deserved it. Run play. We'll get to the 2-minute warning. And then they can run another play, bring it down to 120, kick a field goal. You're going to give the Eagles back the ball back with a minute left. They'll need 4 points, which is huge. But you much rather get the first down here. I used to have a big crush on Doris Burke myself, too. But she has rubbed me the wrong way over the years, and I don't like her no more. But shout out woman in broadcasting. We do like that. Saints won. Big win for the Saints. Oh, when the Saints come marching in. Jimmy, who's your favorite pro wrestler, influencer, personality? Mine is either Simon Miller or Jimmy from the Q. Curious who's yours is. Mine is Jimmy from the Q. While he hasn't been around necessarily for the longest, I think he's made such a enormous impact, and he's honestly made, men, women, children, all humans across the board, so gleeful in many ways. Just like Lindsay here, Lindsay Harvey, thank you for your existence. Genuine Article. That's what some people are calling me now. New nickname alert, the Genuine Article. So to answer your question, GaudyCast, my favorite wrestling influencer personality, probably me. Maybe if you're counting Kathy Kelly, maybe her. But other than that, me. Your first win of the season, also Spencer Rattler's first win of the season. Shout out Spencer Rattler. Good kid, man. Happy for him. Oh, nobody beats Molly Cameron for real, though. Looks-wise, possibly. I seen this guy do a TikTok. He was like, Molly Cameron or Joy Taylor. For me, personally, Molly Cameron. Ooh, big touchdown. Marvin Harrison Jr. How's your Spatunia? But there's a flag down, I guess. He mossed on him, though. Mossed. Fins down. Fins down indeed. That's a defensive penalty against the Titans. So that touchdown for Marvin Harrison will stand. What a throw and catch. Are the Cardinals back? Are they legit? Stu Feiner plus 7.5. Titans are already looking bad. Kathy Kelly counts good. Yeah, no, she's. Yeah, I mean, now we're just all naming attractive, beautiful commentary women, which I can get down with. Yep, love all of them. What they bring to the table. They're analysts. their analysis. As a Rockets fan, there isn't a female in sports finer than Vanessa Richardson. I think I think she might have popped up my TL. Oftentimes, these women in sports media will post a picture of them at the game at work, and it'll go mega viral, and it's just super funny because like it's a normal picture of you doing your everyday job, but it just happened to go viral, hit the algorithm because you're super attractive, like super funny. My favorite actually, local, and follow me back on Twitter, so I guess I can call her my friend too. Claudia Bellafato. Look her up. She is funny. She is talented at her job, and then I'll name lastly, of course, the big one is like probably like the most beautiful girl I've ever seen in my whole life. So Claudio Bellafato. I'm saying her last name wrong. Also, cool Italian last name too. So local Massachusetts. I think she works for not Nesson. I don't know. She's phenomenal though. Phenomenal. Oh, wasn't a touchdown. Second and goal, Cardinals. They're kicking the field goal. The Eagles are going to win this fucking game. Oh, my God. The Eagles are going to win this fucking game. Oh, watch them block it, too. Yeah, I agree with you, dogs, about Nia Jax, for sure. But she disappointed me, though, last week on SmackDown. Although some people were on me about saying it was Jade's fault about her getting busted open, not Nia's. But I don't know. Looked like Nia kind of pushed her too much. No, Kevin, I care who wins. I want the Eagles to lose because I hate the Eagles with every fiber of my being. Come on. (21-17). You're giving the Eagles the ball back with 1 minute, 11 seconds. Michael Carter at the touchdown from the Cardinals. Wow. The busted open thing that happens, the only botch I care about is the ref not counting that 3. So, yeah, that whole situation overpassed what happened moments before, which I think is really annoying too. But, yeah, definitely I think that was on Nia. Philly losing is worth my parlay. Money line being ruined. I don't know about that personally, but fuck the Eagles. I hate them so much. So I'm sorry your parlay might have to suffer, but they also have a minute to come back and win here. Look at the Jets making this a kind of a game. The hell? No, we got it. 37-22. What a W for the Dallas Cowboys. Who do you think is going to beat Tiff for the belt? Excellent question. Shit, man. I mean, I would swear up and down, and I still have some feeling it could happen, but maybe Jade Cargill. But yeah, I don't have any big time suggestions. Like, you would really hope that Julia would be in this discussion, but given how her U.S. title run's going, absolutely not. I don't know any of her stardom matches, I didn't see anything of her in NXT, so I've only seen Julia on SmackDown. And let me tell you, I'm not impressed in the ring. I'm not sure if that's them putting limitations on her, or I'm just not into the storyline aspect of it too, because that's been shitty. But like overall, I mean, I'm not into Julia at all. She's given me no reason to be a fan, so I can't put Julia in that discussion. So yeah, I guess I lean towards Jade. But it does feel a little too late for Jade to dethrone Tiffy specifically. So I don't know. It's tough. It's tough for sure. They're a swaggy ass team. I love the colors. I love the passion of the fan base, but they're too like fake Boston for me to like Philadelphia. But I love their mentality of their like just ruthless fans, drunks, love it all. Super cool logo, super cool uniforms. I love the I fucked with Donovan McNabb. I fucked with a lot of their players, but they're rivals of the Dallas Cowboys, and I hate their fucking guts. I mean, it's kind of like how I feel about the Yankees too. I'm a Red Sox fan. Hate the Yankees to bits, but like Derek Jeter is the man. Having the thing before they got rid of it, like only having clean shaved players was so like I think cool, and then such a Yankee identity. You know the certain traditions, but like at the end of the day, fuck them. You know, fuck the Yankees. You think Jade still does it? Yeah. I mean, I think Jade, she's just like the best in my opinion. Should have won that triple threat match in my opinion, which again, and people too need to start changing their tone about Jade Cargill in ring. Because this year she's put on good matches, albeit shorter, but still, when you look like a god, a literal god, and I think the Eagles just lost. No, it's a penalty. Oh no. Of course they get that call because they're the luckiest team in the NFL, the Eagles are. But that did look like pass interference. So, Fliff gives a free $1 daily. That's pretty cool. That's why I like Fanatics, because Fanatics, every percentage of every bet goes into like the fan cash, and then you can convert the fan cash into a bonus bet. So you bet, $25 in one day. You'll get a percentage back, roughly $1 or $2 in fan cash that you can make into a bonus bet. So yeah, books like that are pretty cool. I used to hate the Red Sox. Actually, yeah, cool. We're on the same page now. Okay, here comes a Hail Mary from Jalen Hurts. Not a Hail Mary, but a big throw down the field to the 30-yard line. So we'll have 9 seconds from the 30-yard line. I swear to God, if the fucking Eagles win this game, I'm going to lose my mind. They're the luckiest team in the NFL. Luckiest team. I mean, any gambler should be a every book type of guy. You should always be shopping lines. You should always be finding the most value. If you have a bet, find a no sweat token or a profit boost. Like whatever book makes it best for you, you should do it. Here we go. 21-17, 9 seconds left. Jalen Hurts throws it down the field. Ball, almost picked off. The ball is thrown. Oh, he wants a penalty. Fuck off, you big baby. You don't call penalties right there. Not this time. Ooh, this is huge. Okay. Not going to look at any screen or not going to look at the chat just in case the Eagles rip my fucking larynx out. 21-17, 3 seconds, no timeout. Game clock is running down. 10 seconds to get the snap off. Or they're just ignoring that. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Delay a game. All right? So the play clock just went to 0, and we're going to reset it for the Eagles. We're just going to reset the game. We're just going to reset. We're going to change the rules for the Eagles and make sure that they don't lose 5 yards so they can win the game right here. Jalen Hurts drops back. He's looking. No pressure. Throws a moon ball. Oh! A.J. Brown? Oh, I think there's 2 Eagles on it, too. Oh, that would have been kind of fucking sick if they got it, to be honest with you. Wow, that was close. It shouldn't have been that close, though. Over. It's like The Sopranos. This game is over for the Eagles. Let's go. Oh, my phone's dead. I want to cut a promo. Fuck. Oh, it's alive. Guys, I'm gonna cut a promo on the Eagles. I'm gonna talk some shit to the Dirty Birds. Oh, I love it. Oh, that was a home game too. I hope all the fucking Eagles fans realize that your quarterback ain't shit. Your coach is the most overrated coach of all time because he's accomplished so much. So hats off to him. But at the same time, he's a fucking dog shit coach who's an asshole, who's a reject. Yeah, Cowboys win. Eagles lose. Oh, my phone's on 3%, so I can't really cut a promo. Oh, yeah, I gotta let me charge. My phone's not even charging. My phone's not charging. It's all good. Eagles, take that L, baby. Let's go. Guys, I just reached a 2-hour mark. My phone's not charging. I'm going to get going to get ready to go home soon. If you joined the chat today, I'm going to do this next Sunday. Jimmy's Redzone Blitz, I think we're calling it. I had a blast today. I'll get some bets going. Maybe we all can sweat together. This was a lot of fun, and I appreciate you guys being here. I'm on this content creation journey, man. I want to be the best. I want to be something. So, I'm going to be doing stuff like this a lot. Maybe I'll go live for Raw tomorrow. Who knows? But for me, I'm going to be heading out now. Thank you for joining, and I'll see you next Sunday for Jimmy's Red Zone Blitz.